Welcome to another What Is It Wednesday video. Today we're out here exploring a section of gamelands to enjoy some nature, to enjoy the beautiful day, and also to hopefully identify something I found right over here. Do you see that? That's something created by man. I may have an idea what it is, what it used to be, and if I don't, maybe those of you watching can help me figure it out. So you're invited to come along with me for my latest What Is It Wednesday video. Starting out on this access road here, taking us into the forest. Now we have received some significant rain 2 days ago, so I'm anticipating we're going to come across some wet environments and locations. But as you can see, the sun's trying to come out. It's a little bit breezy and about 52 degrees, so it's actually really comfortable just wearing a long sleeve shirt. And another thing I can tell you is that there is a body of water here. Some consider it a swamp, a pond, a small lake, and there is a development on the other side of it. We're probably going to see some properties lining it as well. We won't be going onto those. We're going to be staying on this side of it, venturing further back. This is state game land, so it's public lands. We're allowed to be here. And for the longest time, this road was never like this. There was never an access road. This was just the trail back here. And it was always a really popular hunting land, but they opened it up, made access to it, and now there's a few different trail systems. One that ventures up the mountain to the left, and the other one we're taking straight back further into the woods. There's the homes bordering the lake, and I hear running water. I think we have a little stream to cross up here. We may have to get our feet wet. It's actually quite beautiful though. Some little falls right there, cascading over. This is feeding into that lake. The lake is still partially frozen. There's a lot of cattails, right, to call nature's corn dogs out here too. I do have waterproof boots on, but they only cover so high. Need to analyze my best route. I can either cross down there as a few planks of wood, maybe here where these rocks are, maybe further upstream. Regardless of where I do cross though, we still need to cross and continue in that direction. So let me find the best path to travel and we'll continue on. It looks like somebody created a footbridge for us. Let's hope it's not rotted. I think I need to distribute my weight between both of them because this is sagging inwards. Yeah, that right board is really soft. Okay, wasn't too bad. So for orientation, our water crossing is about 75 yards in that direction. We follow the access road. It rose at an incline and it's continuing up in that direction, up towards the top of the mountain. We don't want to go that direction. We're going to go this direction here on the path less traveled. It's going to bring us down a little bit closer to the lake, but this one seems like it's a little bit more promising. At least I'm hoping it is. It's been a while since we've seen the sun out here. It feels so nice out today. And now that we're further into the woods, the breeze has diminished and the sun is really showing stronger than it was supposed to today. It's supposed to be just partly cloudy. Now it's looking mostly sunny. Some nice nature's carpet here. Even if we don't find anything, can't beat a day like today. Out here in nature, getting some vitamin D, fresh air, getting the footsteps in. Can't go wrong with that, right? Well, don't stay there, come on. Gotta keep moving. like I anticipated, wet conditions today. Timberlands are nice and waterproof. As long as you don't go over the edge of them, feet stay nice and dry. And I think I hear more water in the distance. This is more or less an ATV or side-by-side trail. I've been coming across some tracks back here. And I hear a lot of water. Do you hear that coming through on camera? Sounds like a lot of water. I see what this is. So the stream that we crossed earlier is feeding this lake. And this is discharge from the lake. Keeps the lake at a normal level. This is all the water exiting the lake. Well, that answers our question, why we heard so much running water. Just approaching springtime here. This is gonna be flowing like this for a good while with all the remaining ice and a few more probably freeze-thaw cycles we may get during the month of March here. I think I may have just found something man-made. Actually, a few things. Something over there, something right here. So off to my left, there is, looks like a pipe or a valve here. And like a little fresh water hole possibly right there too. Yeah, there's a water main here. I'm thinking, like, is this unexpected to see this out here? I mean, we are near a body of water, near those homes, but I think this would be closer to the residential area than out here. So there is that, but there is, where did that go? Oh yeah, it's over here. So nothing significant, but something was here at one time because we have a concrete pad. Yeah, there's a manhole cover right there. And how deep does that go? Oh, there's a room behind us, or beneath us. It's an open cavity down there. I see a valve. So I thought something was mounted here. I don't think that's the case. I think this is an underground valve room. Manhole access to get in there. Pipe right there, but there's some equipment down there, or at the very least piping. So we have this, we have the water main over there, stone's throw away, near this right here. I may need to dig on the older maps and see if something was back here at one time. Maybe this was a type of reservoir before the homes moved in here. This body of water has been here a long time, since I can remember. Maybe they were harnessing the water for something back in the day. So we're finding evidence of something that used to exist. I don't think this is used anymore, but it is back here though. And look at this. There's like a hatch here. Does this open up? Ugh, that's heavy. Looks like it did lock at one time. The end shot out. They're rusted off right here. So that would have went out like that. I don't know if this is original to this location, or again, this might just be a frame to a hatch just placed here or laying here. It's just nothing but solid dirt though. But this has a story to tell. I just don't know. I'm thinking probably 70% chance this doesn't belong here. It's just placed here. After encountering that hatch, we have a fork in the road. We have left and right. I think I want to stick to the right, but on our way back, we may poke back there and see what possibly could be looming, because right now we're definitely encountering signs that man has been back here, probably from long ago. Look at how cleared out these woods are. You can see for several hundred feet. And on the right side, we have the water that discharged out of the lake. Nice little pool right here, pretty clear. And then we have a spillway here. That looks man-made. More clues pointing towards something that used to exist. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that's a concrete wall, like a small spillway. They may have been backing the water up to that little pool area and maybe sucking it out with a pump or something. I mean, that's just really speculation, but the farther we go, the more interesting this is getting, so let's keep pressing on. Oh yeah, we have another water crossing. This one is all this water that's coming down, so it makes for a pretty wide crossing down here. So yeah, there's another tributary right there. How should I cross this, or where? Can I potentially cross here? The potential's there. I just don't know if the willingness is there. I mean, I've gotten wet before. I'm not afraid to get wet. It's just something I like to avoid. It's still cold water, as you already saw. That water is partially frozen. Yeah, honestly, I think I could leap from here right to there. I know it doesn't look like much on camera. It's a little more difficult than what it appears because this log has some dampness to it, so it's a little bit slick. And that's soft material right there, so if I don't get in far enough, I could slide right in. So we're gonna try and do this. I'm gonna keep the camera on me, that way if I go down, you're gonna see it. Not to make this dramatic, but I wanna document this in its entirety. I'm trying to think what foot I wanna push off with. I think my left foot, and I think we're gonna go for it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. I made it. I know for some people that's be like a little skip. For me, it's a little bit more daunting. I don't know why. All right, after that water crossing, the trail does keep going, but off to my left, there's something here, 100% man-made, that hopefully some of you watching can help identify what it is, what it used to be. For starters, looks like it has been dug out. That's exposed where it normally wouldn't be. That's all cinder block right there. We have a pipe on top, concrete lip, and something in the pipe. Let's see what we got here. So this is blocking up this hole. Ugh. Yeah, there's an underground room here. Which there's another sinkhole here. So there's a pipe coming in or going out from that direction where it's dug out, and also behind me going towards the water, and there is a valve system. Completely made out of cinder blocks and then a concrete lip. And some water in there. It's about 10 inches of water down there. Give you some light on the situation here. So what I'm thinking, without any certainty or confirmation, is that the pipe coming out in this direction, well, no, that doesn't make sense, because the water that we crossed is going behind us. I thought maybe it was going over there. It's not. So never mind. I was gonna say maybe it's taking water from over there and somehow channeling it specifically over in this direction, whether for testing or filtering or something else, but honestly, I don't know. All I do know is the pipe's going in that direction, and there is a valve system. So the other concrete pad we found, I'm assuming it's just like this on the inside, just a bit bigger and maybe deeper. So where is it coming from or going to from there? So it's a little bit dug out here. I actually stepped into that and sunk about a foot. And okay, I do see a manhole cover down here. That's probably what was covering the hatch. Is there a pipe down here? I don't see a pipe here, but it may just be filled in. I'm thinking maybe at one time there was. So, pipe coming in, going through the valve, and most likely was discharging out here at some point. And now it's just been built up over time with sediment and earth. But I'm pretty confident that's the manhole cover. I'm left with a lot more questions now. We do know, without any certainty of a doubt, that something was going on here back in the day with water control, water management, and possibly having to do with a old reservoir. Is this part of it? Is this for something else? I truly don't know, but I do find it interesting though, especially that I am a Pisces. It's my birthday month, just a few days past my birthday, which was March 4th. So I'm definitely enjoying what we're exploring today, and hearing that gorgeous sound of water helps put a smile on my face without a doubt. We're gonna leave it exactly how we found it. Ugh. That probably weighs about 40, 50 pounds. Okay. That way no animals or children or anyone could stumble and fall in there and get hurt. I'm gonna go down a little further, just for curiosity's sake. The water is now on our left, and the trail is extremely saturated. You know, I just realized there's something I haven't done in a long time that I used to do sometimes in my videos, and that is a color burst. And since we have this gorgeous, vibrant green of nature's carpet, I figured this would be a good spot to do it, so enjoy the burst. Not realistic, but certainly livens it up, makes something ordinary stand out a bit more. But I also do prefer as how it is naturally with nature, so back to normal. Just came from that direction. Trail keeps going, and it's bringing us to another body of water. Now honestly, I would like to keep going, but I do know that this is going to be pushing the limits of a What Is It Wednesday video, so turned around heading back towards where we came. So before the summer temperatures do get here and foliage grows in, if you do want to see me come back here to proceed further in that direction and the left fork that we passed earlier, let me know down below. And if you don't want me to, and there's not an overwhelming response to do so, no big deal, no harm, no foul. I have other projects to work on. I'm sure I will explore it on my own sometime, but I was planning on doing that fork today, but we definitely lost track of time with our multiple findings. So not a bad thing, just a redirection of the video from what I was planning on. I think I wore the wrong colors today. It is toasty. Nearly all the clouds have disappeared. Sun is out and it feels great, but I'm absorbing the heat. So although this was supposed to be a shorter What Is It Wednesday video, as I've said before, there's exceptions for a little bit lengthier videos. And today is one of them. We ended up finding more than I was anticipating, more than I knew was actually out there. What I thought would be a simple nature hike ended up being more of a small investigation. And those are my favorite types of hikes and explorers, because I always like to try to piece together what we're looking at, what it was used for, and without knowing anything in this moment, all signs are pointing to water control, water management, maybe even a small old reservoir back in the day. So hope you guys enjoyed what I was able to share with you. Hope you enjoyed the views, and definitely looking forward to your feedback on what I asked you about on potentially returning here. Otherwise, thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day, for watching my video, and for coming along with me on my crazy adventures. Take care, everyone, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.